Well, in this edition of our Desert Pass, Steve Sumrall introduces us to a man whose name has become synonymous with Coachella Valley car culture, and after almost 4 decades, continues to surprise us.
So Keith, thank you for your unwavering support to the city of Palm Springs and for your infectious love for classic cars. On behalf of the city of Palm Springs and the city council and its residents, we would love to present you with this Keith.
It is an honor which is bestowed on very few esteemed residents.
So thank you all for turning out for this. Thank you all for making this a great super event.
Ironically, handling keys is something that Keith McCormick has become quite accustomed to, especially when it comes to automobiles.
I love the big fin era cars. You know, I love the late 50s, the Cadillac convertibles with huge fins that you don't drive those cars, you aim them.
Keith could tell you which vehicle was designed locally in a house on Ramon Road.
The Avanti was created in Palm Springs by Raymond Loewy. And you're talking to the guy that had the Avanti dealership in Palm Springs later on when they resurrected it.
Keith could tell you about this car that I was photographed with in 2011, which was originally driven by President John F. Kennedy.
He had a 1961 T-Bird, which he used for some liaisons, I'm told. I'll leave it at that.
So, how did Keith McCormick become Palm Springs' official car guy?
But we moved here in '81, got involved with the Chamber of Commerce, and in 1985, the mayor at the time asked me to put on an event, thinking I knew about motor racing because I did a little bit of motor racing.
That event was the 1985 Palm Springs Vintage Grand Prix. This was a revival of a previous city tradition, which ran from 1951 to 1958. This event, which featured classic automobiles speeding through blocked-off city streets, would continue to run annually through 1996. These races would run in conjunction with a more enduring tradition, one that shares Keith's name. McCormick's Palm Springs exotic car auctions would continue to run biannually, much to the delight of auto enthusiasts. In fact, it's gotten so popular, not even a global pandemic could stop it.
We were the only special event allowed during COVID. We still did COVID events, and we designed an air system that would change the air every 60 seconds, so nobody got ill. In our huge tents with the walls off and reversing the fans, had industrial engineers work it out, and then the city council approved to do the event with all the qualifications of all the people I dealt with, so we were the only special event in COVID.
As the father of vintage car culture in Palm Springs, there is surely no need for Keith McCormick to try to top himself. But on April 8th, 2023, he did just that.
And to go find 85 cars all consecutive years was no mean feat.
That's right. 85 classic cars would parade through the town in honor of Palm Springs' 85th anniversary.
And everybody, when I phoned them up, said there's no way you can do that. But obviously with the help, and we did have a lot of good volunteers who helped locate some of the cars. So it turned out absolutely perfect, and weather's in our favor as well.
Also, before this date, the Guinness Book of World Records did not have a record for most cars from different years in one place. Well, it does now.
We did break the record. We did have all the cars. We were one car short, and can you believe we had that one car at the dealership? I sent my grandson round to pick it up, and he drove it in a 79 pickup that the owner doesn't know we used.
You know, being allowed to do what we did, we gridlocked downtown Easter Saturday. What other town are you allowed to do that in legally, right? And when you have the chief of police and the chief fire and everybody all behind you, small town makes that happen. We're a small town with a big heart.
For our Desert Past, Steve Sumrall, NBC Palm Springs, News First.